What's going on, guys? Got another comic book haul video for you. This I think is my first video where I don't have any dollar books, unfortunately, which is a little weird. But I paid a cover price or a little bit more for most of these, so I'll just point those out as we go along. These first few, I bought 3 books and a lot on Mercari, or not a lot. There were 3 books from the same seller. The first one here is this Ninja Scroll number 3. This is from the Wildstorm run in February 07, it looks like. So the reason I got this was this is the variant cover. This is a Jim Lee cover. He did variants for the first 3 issues, I want to say. So they're all really cool. They're all kind of difficult to find cheap. So I was happy when I came across this one on Mercari. I got these 3 Mercari books for $10 each with free shipping. So I was pretty happy about that. I came across this one, or became aware of this one in Rennavison. He did a video a couple months back now where he was talking about these Jim Lee variants for Wildstorm. I think in the same video he talked about those Gears of War variants. I think there was a Gears of War covers, there was some World of Warcraft covers, and these Ninja Scroll covers. So those were all really cool. And I've got a couple, I think I've got all the Gears of War ones now, and this is the first Ninja Scroll Jim Lee variant that I found, so I was happy to find that for $10. Next we got Shogun Warriors number 1. It's kind of this was $10 as well. It's kind of about market rate for this. Nothing too exciting about this, just a fun, Japanese inspired comic. I think there was a cartoon, and that's what this goes. There was definitely toys. There's probably cartoons as well. This is late 70s, 79. So this is pre-Transformers and GoBots, but maybe directly inspiring them. I don't know if the Shogun Warriors transformed, if they were just giant Shogun like samurai robots, which is pretty cool just by itself. So it's happy to find that. And then the last one on Mercari I got was this Ninja Turtles number 13 from Volume 1 from Mirage. So I was happy to find that. Just slowly trying to piece this as many Ninja Turtles comics, especially from the early ones, as I can. Anything reasonably priced I will grab. The condition on this is not great. There's a few spine ticks on there, but again, for $10, it's about market rate. So the main reason I got these 3 was just for that Ninja Scroll book, and I didn't want to pay, $10 plus $8 shipping. So I just kind of looked around at what else the seller had listed, and found these other 2 books. So that's why I got those. And let's see, these next 5 books, 2, 3, 4, 5, were from Book and Music Exchange here in Louisville, and these all have the prices marked on them, so it'll be easy to tell you. This is $250 for X-Men 246, just that cool Mark Silvestri cover. This was when he was doing the pencils as well. It's got Master Mold doing some beat down on there of Rogue, and I'm not sure who's got there holding in his hand, but Rogue about to get smashed, so whatever. So just trying to put this X-Men run together, so that's why I grabbed that. Speaking of that, we've got another X-Men from that volume. This is 258. This is a Jim Lee cover, though. It's just really cool. Wolverine cover and his loincloth. So I don't know if this was when they were in Savage Land or not. Looks like he's fighting. I'm not sure who that is. He kind of got a samurai outfit, but he's got like glowing stuff that he's shooting out from his palm, so it's probably not Silver Samurai. I'm not sure who that is, but just really cool cover. Anytime Jim Lee's drawing X-Men, I am in. Next, we've got a couple of Avengers books. This one was $1.99, so this is $2.62. The reason I got this, it has an early Adam Warlock appearance in it. It's in a flashback in the story here, so it's not, technically a new appearance or whatever, but most of his stuff is going up right now, so I'm just trying to find the off the beaten path appearances that you can still pick up for pretty cheap, so I was happy to find that. And then we've got $2.63 as well. That's the one right after it. That one was $2.50. This actually has him in not a flashback in the current storyline when this was taking place. And it's also, it kind of throws you off there. It's got the cocoon there that the Avengers find, so that you think that maybe they're going to find Warlock in there, but it's actually Jean Grey, because this is like I guess this was right before X Factor launched in the mid-'80s. So this was kind of you can see it on the corner here. It says, price is covering it up. Hold on. This must have been like the week before, maybe. It says, it begins here, X Factor. And then, I'll go ahead and show it to you. There is Jean Grey. It's not really a cocoon, it's more of a capsule, I guess. There's the capsule they find underwater, and then they dust it off, and it's that the coffin-looking thing that Jean Grey is in. I'm flipping through here. Where's it? I'm trying to find the Warlock appearance in here. There it is. And then Lady Warlock. Oh, that might be a flashback too, actually, because it looks like Cap is doing some voiceover. So maybe he's talking about what's going on with the cocoon, and those are the people that had previously been found in them. So I should probably read it just to see what's going on. But no time. But happy to find that for $250. So pretty cool. And then the last one, another Warlock book. This one was $250. This was from the, I guess, Volume 1 Warlock. It's pretty beat up. It's $2.50. Like I said, it's got chunk missing out right there. And then, other than that, I mean, it's got a bunch of spine ticks and stuff, but the corner's a little beat up. But just really cool cover. I love this early Warlock stuff. Jim Starlin was still drawing it this time, so he's one of my favorites. Warlock's one of my favorite characters, so anytime I can find this early stuff for cheap, I'm going to pick it up. Alright, so that's all the books from Book Music Exchange. The next batch are from another comic shop here in Louisville called Destination. This first one is Ghost Racers number 4. This is a variant. I'm not sure what the ratio is. I think it was 1 in 25. Again, Rennavison actually did a video on this a couple weeks ago. He does a series called Chasing Ghosts, where he spotlights like hard to find comics and shows you what's on the market, how much they're selling for, and everything. So it's a really cool video. I'll put a link in the description to this one so you can check it out if you're interested. So this was one of the books that he featured on that video. I had actually found this, I think, a week before that video came out, so it was kind of serendipitous, I guess. But I was just flipping through the bins, and this caught my eye. The cover looked cool, and then I just kind of stopped to see if it was a variant, and sure enough, it said down there, variant edition. And then also, if you look on the barcode there, you see the 2 there. That means it's a variant. The 4 means that's what issue it is. I think the 2 is a variant, and the 1 is first printing. I think that's what that means. But if you ever come across something that doesn't say variant and it looks different from the normal cover that you think is there, check the barcode and see if there's a 2 or a 3 or 4 or whatever after the issue number, and that'll kind of clue you in to let you know it's a variant. But anyway, this one, I had no idea what the significance of this is. I guess it's an early cover appearance of the female Ghost Rider who's on there, Alejandra something. I don't know her last name. But there's speculation that she might be the Ghost Rider they feature in when Ghost Rider comes to MCU finally, because I think they did Robbie Reyes in the S.H.I.E.L.D. show, and they did Johnny Blaze, of course, in the Ghost Rider movies with Nicolas Cage. So either Danny Ketch or this Alejandra lady are the likely suspects for the Ghost Rider when they bring Ghost Rider to the MCU. So I grabbed this one just because it looked cool, and I checked the sold prices or sold listing on eBay. There weren't any listed when I checked, so I was about to put it back. But then I checked the sold listings, and then one had sold recently within the last month or two for $150. So that was nice, because this was cover price. It was like $3.99. So this is one I'm probably going to get graded and try to sell at some point. So just because I have real no attachment to this Ghost Rider or anything. I just thought it was a cool cover, and then when I found out it was so hard to find. I think there's 2 graded copies on the CGC census, so it's pretty rare. There'll probably be more now that that Rennavison video came out, but I still can't imagine this is too prevalent. So I was happy to find that. Another one I got there, Destination, was this Harley Quinn 11. I just grabbed this. This was just covered by, it's a Frank Cho cover, kind of a cool rendition of Harley and Joker there, like a Victorian era looking characterizations of them. It's almost a sketch cover. There's a little red, I think, yeah, on Joker's lips, yeah, and then on Harley's lips, and then she's got her heart tattoo on her face. So that's pretty cool. And then it's got the Joker and the Queen, so it's kind of got the playing card motif in there. So it's pretty cool cover, $3, why not? Another strictly covered by was this Harley Quinn number 23. This is the cool Bruce Timm cover. Again, this is a sketch cover. I usually don't like the sketch covers that are just the white. I do like this one because it's got the blue tint to it, which is more like the actual sketches that the pages, the physical comics are drawn on. They have that blue. They're called blue lines, I think. I like those a little bit more than just the straight black and white sketch covers. And Bruce Timm drawing Harley, can't go wrong with that. This was $5, which is I think is a little more than cover. Cover was, don't have the price on there, probably $4, but it actually came polybagged. I think there was like some kind of mystery or randomness to which ones were in the poly bag. There was a few covers, so I don't know if you could tell which covers were which by just looking at the poly bags, or if it was just completely random and you didn't know what you're gonna get. So that's kind of a cool idea. I don't know that I would buy that for a new comic or anything, but since this one was already out of the bag, I was more than happy to pick it up. So those were the only ones I picked up from Destination. These last batch of books were all from Comic Book World, another shop here in Louisville. So I just spent the morning going through their back issue bins and found some fun stuff. Started off here with Nightcry. This was issue number 3, I guess. This is a horror kind of anthology book. I thought Mike Okamoto was one of the artists on here. I had Nightcry 1 through 6 on my hunt list, so I grabbed this without looking inside or anything. And unfortunately, he didn't do any of the artwork inside, but there's still some cool stuff in there. It looks like there's some early work by Ed McGuinness in one of the stories, and then there's just some cool horror stuff in there, not too over the top, but there's some creepy clown stuff in there, some virtual reality horror, which was all the rage, I guess, in the 90s, the virtual reality stuff. So kind of a time capsule of that period. Speaking of Mike Okamoto, that's why I picked this one up. This is Kabuki Gallery number 1. This is just a gallery book of a bunch of Kabuki covers, I guess. Kabuki created by David Mack. And then, unfortunately, fortunately, there's a Greg Land cover, so that was cool. I was not expecting that, or a Greg Land picture. So that was nice. But that's the Mike Okamoto cover, and that looks like gross Tim Curry from Rocky Horror Picture Show. So I was not really happy about that, but there's some other fun and good-looking covers in here. So it was only a few bucks. So there's some this weird Marilyn Manson, I don't know, stuff going on here. And there's one by Ken Meyer Jr. Oh, this one was funny. It says, I just like the signature, the Mac Daddy. I guess M. Avon and then David Mack collaborated on that one. It was a cool anime looking picture. So they're not all jacked up, just that the one I actually bought it for is kind of disappointing, but there's lots of fun stuff in here, like dude with the heads ripped off and this little guy down here. PP made me, hilarious. So just weird stuff. And then last one I'll show you here. This one is Ken Meyer Jr., who was an artist on Magic the Gathering and Legend of the Five Rings as well. That's how I knew him. So there's kind of weird, fun stuff in these gallery books from the mid-90s. So, why not? $3. Speaking of weird stuff from the mid-90s, this is Perm Woman #1, the only issue in the series, $2. I grabbed that one just because it looked ridiculous, and I was correct. It is quite ridiculous. I'm going to open it up here. So I guess she's a hairdresser by day and an Amazon woman / superhero by night. Her superpowers are the ability to fly, super hair which shoots power rays, plus she has psychic abilities. That's from the introduction there. But there's some really funny artwork in here. Like, that is definitely David Letterman, the bus driver. So these weird indie books from the 90s, you never know what you're going to find flipping through them. Oh yeah, and then the ads are great too, because they've got these old John Woo movies, these Hong Kong cinema. It's like Hard Boiled, Better Tomorrow. I don't see is the Killer on there? No, this might have been before the Killer came out. This is from '96, so I'm not sure exactly when the Killer came out, but it's just, fun time capsule from the mid-90s. And then there's some other funny appearances. Oh, it was Dave again. Look at that. Tell me that's not David Letterman. Come on. It's definitely. Even got an L on his hat. That's definitely the Letterman. And then, okay. See if you can help me figure out who these people are. So that looks like Fran Drescher from The Nanny. That looks like Bill Murray. And, I don't know, Bette Midler maybe? Or Barbara Streisand, I could be saying that just because of the nose. And the guy in the back with the cowboy hat, maybe that's JR from Dallas or something? I don't know. But, or maybe Beverly Hillbillies, but that's definitely Bill Murray, definitely Fran Drescher. So, just fun stuff from the mid-90s for $2, why not? Next, this one was $7. This is the retail incentive for Fistful of Blood #2. This is the Kevin. I think Kevin Eastman did this cover. This is just a 4-issue miniseries that came out in the mid 2000s, or no, later than that, 2010s maybe. Because the IDW logo looks more recent than their old one. But this is a fun series. It's kind of a retelling of Fistful of Dollars with vampires and werewolves, so can't go wrong with that. Next, we got some Rob Liefeld goodness. Rejects #0, just Liefeld doing Liefeld things. And then Rejects #1. This one's kind of cool because instead of the big muscly men that he normally draws, it's the females. So again, he goes crazy a little bit with the feet, but I think at this point he was probably aware of all the crap that he was taking about his feet drawing, so he probably just is kind of trolling people with the big foot, with the, I don't even know what you call those. They're not shoes, boots. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they have teeth on them, so we'll call them boots and move on. All right, next, Rocketeer Adventure Magazine. This, I think I've got 2 and 3. I still need #1. There's only 3 of these. Dave Stevens did these, of course, and just beautiful cover, beautiful interior art. So I was happy to find that for $5. And then just finish up with some Ninja Turtles stuff. Got the cover B, Kevin Eastman cover from the current IDW run. That's 31. This is just run filler stuff. That was $4 cover price basically. This one was $5. This is 33. This is just cover A. Just really cool Mateus Santaluco cover and interior art. He's definitely my favorite artist on this IDW current run, and I wish he would have stayed longer. More Turtles. This is from the second volume, or I think volume 3 maybe, but the second time it was at Mirage. This is #6. Picked that one up for $8. This is from Volume 1 from Mirage. It's from March 1990. This one was $7. This is number 29. Just a cool, Ninja Turtles cover, and it might be like, kind of looks like, what's that guy's name? From Foot Fist Way, Danny McBride as a werewolf. I don't know. And then the last one, Ninja Turtles. The one thing I hate about that early Ninja Turtles run is sometimes when they did the wraparound covers, you couldn't tell what number it was. You have to look on the back. That's 34. And on this one, isn't even a stupid wraparound cover. It's just, I don't know. That's annoying. But anyway, just a cool Ninja Turtles cover, number 34 from that first Mirage run. So it was $6. So just twice cover price. But again, Ninja Turtles early stuff. I'm gonna pick it up anytime I can. So that was the last book I had for you guys. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will talk to you soon.